EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Sonny Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 21-yard line. A big-time run there by Sonny Michel. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Wentz going to throw to Michel on the screen. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these...
And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Dancing to his left. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason when they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Wentz. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and a yard at the Jaguars' 10-yard line.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. On the ground, Michel. And And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Michelle on the carry.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Again, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
56 is the mic. Yep. Not today, you are. Not today. Play 56, Mike, 56.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Silver.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
And that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Boston Scott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First down, New England.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. That'll be complete to Cook. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the ground is Michel. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Kayvon Chason on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's
7-7, our score after 1.
It's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets,
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Complete.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Michel on the carry.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
New England.
Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard
line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On play action, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And here comes Westbrook. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
6-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Minshew, 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my work. Mike 51, Mike. Hey, orbit.
Now Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. This is Shenault on the receiving end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Hey, I 7. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Yes, yes.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
On 4th down, Minshew. Connection made with Shenault. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
20-yard line.
Look at me, zipper.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Gets this one to use check. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
56, Mike, 56. Double dog, that's the way. 56, the Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. That's right, baby. Bravo. Mike, 56. Mike's 56. Check pass, 56.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
That's good.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It'll be Minshew again. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Malage. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle by...
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Malage. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Focusing on me with some Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle package that I need.
15 wanted. 15 wanted. Hey, team 6. Go.
Minshew sets to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
26, Sony Michel.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
On the carry.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10.
Hey, lock it.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A gain of 2.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Minshew throwing on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Bailey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Fourth down.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Minshew on first and 10. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go, go. Look at me, zipper.
And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
Josh Lambo.
Lambo on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Patriots 21.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
C.J. Henderson.
Tackle by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 22.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Michel. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And it's Michel once again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it. Freeman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
1st down, New England.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
47's the mark. 47's the mark. We want this.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
And a Patriot 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz to Michel on the screen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. To throw is Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up second down. 10. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were booing Charles.